Hi, Taurus. This is Eileen with your October 2018 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of October with the Six of Pentacles card. Now, the Pentacles do relate to the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is one of your cards, Taurus. And it's showing that a number of you Taurus in October are going to be doing well in your work, making money, whether you're working self-employed or if you work for a company. It's showing that a lot of you are going to be feeling good, going along in your work that you do and making money and feeling good about it. It's like you've done well, you've worked hard, you've achieved a certain amount already in your career, in your line of work, and the money's coming in. And also you might be feeling a little more generous. You might be sharing some of what you have with your family or loved ones. And a lot of times too, the generosity can be in your time and attention you give to others. It's not always generosity with money. And so now, also, some of you, if you've been expecting some money to come to you, you might be getting it in the month of October. Some of you might even be receiving an inheritance or some type of a gift. It could be a gift of money or something else of value. So it's just really good omen. It shows that just a lot of you are just, I'm getting images of some of you that you're really enjoying the work you do, because I'm tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. And I'm just getting that a number of you feel good about the work you're doing. You take a lot of pride in your work, and you're just very good at what you do. And a lot of people know that. They recognize that in you and they appreciate it. And that's whether you have your own business. I feel like people they like doing business with you. They feel like you have a good personality, a good temperament. So they enjoy doing business with you, but they see you as someone who's professional and good natured and really just does really high quality, good quality work. And if you work at a company and work for other people, I feel like you're recognized just the same. I feel like a lot of people do enjoy working around you, working with you in whatever capacity. And so just getting a lot of good energy from this card here. And so now this is a general reading, so all of the cards will not resonate with everybody. Some might resonate with you while others do not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on that person's circumstances. Now, the next card we have, this is a major arcana card. This is they call it the Hanging Man. In a lot of the decks, they call it the Hanged Man. But what it's talking about is some of you Taurus in the month of October might feel like some things are up in the air in your life. For some of you, this might be work related. It might be that you're working. What I'm getting for somebody, this might be one person or a number of people, that you're working at a job as it is, and there's another place you want to go work. There's like another company or some other type of work, and you're waiting to see if that's going to come through for you. Also, I'm feeling moving. Some of you have been waiting and wanting to make a move, a physical move to a different location. I'm feeling that this might be specific to one person, that you've been disappointed by something that did not come through for you already. And you're just hoping somehow that situation's going to turn around. That does feel specific for one person that it could have been a job that would involve moving, relocating, or it could have been a place to live that you wanted to go live, maybe whether you're renting or buying, and the place that you had your heart set on, somebody else got it and you're not getting it. Because I feel some disappointment from somebody, that there was something they had their eyes on and somehow they didn't get it. But so now they're feeling up in the air. But others of you may feel up in the air on different things going on where something's not settled. You're not here, you're not there. It's kind of like, but the hangman is not suffering. They're kind of just hanging there waiting for things to change. And sometimes it's good that we do have those little periods in our lives where things come to a standstill for a little while and you're pausing for a little while you're looking over the horizon, you're weighing your options, or if you're in some kind of circumstances that are uncomfortable, you can be formulating a way to regain more control of your circumstances. And that's what I'm feeling for someone, also for some of you, like you're looking and making decisions about what you need to do to turn a situation back in your favor, that something may have gone out of your favor and now you got to get it turned back around. But I feel like you're fully capable of doing that. I feel like it's a matter of you're working it through in your mind. That's what I'm feeling like for some of you. There's some kind of situation. For some, it might have to do with moving. For others, it's job situation. For other people, it might be some kind of relationship matters. But I'm feeling that even if things seem to be at a standstill, there's still movement going on under the surface. And then when the time is right, you'll be ready for things to move forward and get back on the path in the right direction that you want to go in. This is what I'm feeling like. Okay. And then the next card we have is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, now the swords do relate to the air signs of Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Some of you might have this King of Swords figure in your life in the month of October. This person could be kind of critical and kind of judgmental. Some of you might already know this person. It might be someone around your workplace, or could be somebody else you know. It could be like a neighbor that you find a little disagreeable, or maybe even someone in the family or whatever, you know, or friend of the family, or somehow in your network of people that you're around. And this person feels to me like he can be have a little bit of a disagreeable temperament at times and be critical and judgmental of other people, or maybe come across kind of, yeah, it's more like a critical, judgmental kind of attitude I'm getting from him. And I am feeling some of you know this person already. For others of you, they might just be around you in one way or another in October. It's just, to me, this person feels like someone, people around him know of his temperament, that he can be kind of disagreeable. And so if it's in the workplace, they tend to not deal with them unless they need to. It's like people just know how he is. So it's like, why put themselves in front of this guy any more than they need to? Now, some of you, Taurus, might even be in the position of the King of Swords in the month of October, because maybe you feel you've been doing a lot of work and you've been carrying the burdens and carrying the load, and some other people are not doing their share. And you might be looking at some people maybe at work, especially like if you're in a position of management or something like that, or even self-employed. This could even be in your family life. If you feel like you've been carrying a lot of burdens and other people are kind of taking, just taking shortcuts or not getting things done the way you think they should be done, you might be feeling kind of critical or judgmental of others. But overall, I'm getting this more as a figure, a person who might be in some of your lives in October in one way or another. But generally, I don't feel any, it's possible if someone happens to be applying for something, some kind of a loan or something with this person, or that type of thing, this person can be really picky about things and critical, So it's like they have all these very high standards that they're not going to come down at all. And so some of you, it's possible if you're applying for something, you could be turned down by this person. That's what I'm getting. That's, like I said, I'm getting different scenarios for different people, and everybody won't come in contact with this person. Like I said, this is a general reading. Now, also, for some of you on the more romantic level, I'm feeling like this person, and he might be in your workplace. He could be a neighbor who spies on you, but he feels, now this would be a female that I believe is younger than himself. And I feel like he looks at this female Taurus. It's a Taurus, either in the workplace, maybe as a neighbor or something, and he's got all these lustful feelings towards you. So that might be one person I'm tuning in for. Definitely, and not that he's going to act on it, but I feel like it's kind of like you might get a creepy feeling around him, so it's always good to listen to your feelings about people. So that's just another little thing I saw here that I don't um I hate to, I shouldn't even call that romantic. It's more like somebody just kind of watching you and having these lustful kind of thoughts. So that might be particular to one or two people that I'm tuning in, that this person, and you might know who it is, whoever you are. It might be, so like I said, maybe someone in your workplace, maybe a neighbor, maybe somebody else you're around when you're out with your friends or something. So but not, again, somebody you'd probably want to avoid. Okay, next card we have is the Eight of Wands. And the wands relate to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Typically, they're relating to work and action and movement and progress. Eight of Wands is telling us that for those of you who have maybe been waiting on something to come through, or maybe something's gotten bogged down, or there's been some disappointments of one kind or another, such as the hangman situation, kind of waiting on some change that needs to take place. The Eight of Wands is talking about quick action. Like if there have been delays, all of a sudden things just start moving quickly. And so it's good for those of you that maybe have been applying for a job, or maybe looking for a place to live, either to rent or to buy. Don't get discouraged. Be ready, because when you least expect it, whatever it is you've been waiting on, you might get the green light, and it's time to hurry up and get busy and just be ready for it. And so, especially if this involves a move, like a physical move, all the work that's involved in moving. Some of you, it might be a job that you get in a different location that does require you to move, to relocate, which you're open to. I feel like you've been maybe applying for those types of jobs, or open to relocating. And so, and for others, it could be a place to live, and then all of a sudden, a really good place for you just comes available. It just opens up like overnight, and you have to take action right away and get on it before somebody else takes it right out from under you. So it's good, though, that things get moving, especially after we were looking at the hangman. And and even if this guy is someone who was holding up something for someone, maybe being a little too critical or judgmental about something that you were trying to get through, whether it's got to do with a job, or maybe an application for some type of loan on a car, a house, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, the Eight of Wands steps in here, and it's like things just start moving fast. So for some of you that this applies, this is going to be good news. Okay, and then the next card we have, Ten of Pentacles, really great card. Again, the Pentacles relating to the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so one of your cards here. And the Ten of Pentacles is talking about financial security and success, happiness in your home life. It's just also property, possibly a purchase or sale of property for some of you. And again, there could be an inheritance. Someone might receive an inheritance in October, or learn of an inheritance that's coming your way. But it's just really another good omen about prosperity and success, and just security in your home and family life, and just feeling secure and happy, and like things are just going well, that you've got a lot to be grateful for, a lot to be happy about. Some of you might even, what came through my mind for somebody, this might be one person or a few, Christmas in October. That went right through my mind. Like someone's going to be feeling very, very good and very blessed in October. Like just very fortunate, like you're having Christmas in October. That's that. Again, this is a general reading. I'm not saying every single card relates to each person. I'm passing along whatever I'm getting for individuals, and someone, maybe more than one person, but at least one person is going to be feeling so fortunate about something that comes your way. Something opens up, something just is there for you, something works out well, and you're so pleased about it. You just know, you're very grateful. It's kind of like, thank you God kind of moment, So this is good. I like this. But for other Taurus, in general, a lot of you are going to be feeling that prosperity, feeling more successful, feeling like you've been doing well. You've been working, you've been stashing away some money too. You've been building a good solid foundation for yourselves, which Taurus and the earth signs like to do that anyway. They're very stable minded, and they want to be financially secure. They want to have a good home they can live in with that's also aesthetically pleasing. They just want to have it all. They want to have a nice solid family life. And so this is talking about a lot of that, the essence of that for a lot of you Taurus. And I would recommend any of you Taurus that are not feeling this prosperity, because you've got good energy here for the prosperity going on in October. Get in touch with the laws of attraction. Read about the laws of attraction and start using them to your benefit. The more successful and prosperous you feel, the more you're grateful for all that you do have in your life. We all have things we can be grateful for at any moment of the day. The more it helps to open the doors to the universe to bring more good to you. So just always be very grateful for everything you have, from something that seems very small to the bigger items. Because a lot of small things in your life that are good can add up to a lot. And let's see, the next card we have is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is talking about a new beginning in a relationship for some of you Taurus. I'm feeling this is, for a number of you, this is there's something karmic going on here where there's someone from a previous lifetime that crosses paths with you in October. And it's just meant to be. The two of you were together and happy and in love in a previous lifetime, and you come back together again in this lifetime. Some of you will meet the person in October or thereabouts. Others of you have already met this person and you're getting involved, getting to know each other, or finding out that you're kind of happy and falling in love or something. I'm just getting some really strong, strong energy from this Ace of Cups card. And it does talk about happiness, though, for a number of you, feeling happy with some new relationship, new beginnings in your lives, something that's really bringing you just a really good feeling of just happiness or fulfillment or joyfulness. But I'm getting some strong energy here where some of you, maybe it's one person I'm tuning in for, there is somebody that's going to have real strong energy for you. It's like two magnets being drawn to one another. I mean, I'm feeling like you're going to be flattered by this person's attention, and I'm feeling like they have this really serious thought toward you, almost like they just feel like you're their soulmate, you're their, you're meant to be for them or something like that, and feeling really strong and wanting to get to know you. But they're very self-contained, they're not being pushy or getting nutty about it or anything like that. They're very self-controlled and just knowing they want to get to know you one step at a time. They don't want to scare you away with their intensity of feeling. But I feel like this person kind of just, it's love at first sight for them, and it's because of a previous lifetime connection. It's like they just sense it with you. They feel it when they meet you and when they're getting to know you and when they're spending time around you. And I feel like you're going to be very flattered. You apparently this person's going, you're going to be attracted to this person. And maybe they have a good job and some other good things going for them, I feel like. So you're going to be kind of impressed with this person, but you're going to be really flattered by their attention. I feel like it's going to please you a lot. So now this might be just a few people I'm tuning in for. I'm not sure. But in general, a number of you Taurus, you might just be with that special person already by the time October comes around. I'm just feeling a good energy of love here for a number of you, whether it's someone you've already been with and it's just getting more serious, or you're meeting this person in October, or maybe soon after. It just, especially October too, though, meeting them. Okay, next card we have is Page of Wands. And the wands relating to the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, work-related matters. Page of Wands saying some of you are going to be getting some good news with regard to work or money, or maybe even academically, but just some good news coming your way. Let me see. I feel like for some of you, you could be just, it could be a matter of finding out you're the one that's been selected for a new job, or you're the one that's been selected to get transferred when you wanted to be transferred, but you know other people may have wanted to go to that same place you were trying to get to. Might just be trying to get from one department into another, and you know they've had different people they were looking at and considering, and it might be you find out it was you that they chose. Yeah, there's different scenarios here for different people. Now, also, the pages, as far as a person goes, typically a page might be like in their 20s or something. I feel like for some of you, Taurus, in October, this page, like if you're in your 20s and you're single, this page could be another person who's around your age that will be around you, who's going to be attracted to you. And it's a nice, I feel like it's a nice person. I feel like they're kind of low key. They're not going to be pushy or aggressive, anything like that. Nice looking. This could be male or female. So this can relate to a few of you, Taurus, that you might have this Page of Wands person that is around you, maybe in the workplace, maybe at school if you're a student, possibly in wherever, you know, you socialize. I wouldn't be surprised if it's either school or work for some of you. And I feel like the person just wants to get to know you. They like you, they like what they see. They're going to be attracted to you and just curious and wanting to get to know you better. I feel like for some of you, this could develop into a nice romance. But everything just kind of takes a time. I don't feel like it's a big rush thing. Maybe the two of you might just click as friends and just get along well and be talking. And then little by little, it turns into like a romantic situation for some of you. Okay, and then let's see. Next card we have is the Ten of Wands. And again, wands being work-related, action, movement. And the Ten of Wands is telling us that a lot of you, Taurus, in the month of October are going to be feeling really overworked, like you're just carrying a lot of burdens on your shoulders. You're tired. It's like, oh my God, how long does this go on? Taurus are very strong, though. They're capable of a lot. They're capable of working hard and just continuing on. They don't typically give up. They just keep going and going and going. I mean, they just want to make their progress slow but surely, make the progress they need to make. But the advice of this card is to step outside of your situation, look at it objectively. See if there's some areas where you might be able to delegate some of your work. If it's at your job, see if it's possible to get somebody else at work to share in some of the work that you have to do, some of the responsibilities. If it's at home, see if you can get other family members to help out a little more so you're not carrying so much on your own shoulders. And you've got to find time to rest and regroup and you know, catch up on your sleep and give yourself some time off, because then you'll be better prepared to continue on. Because I get the sense that this is just, you know, there are different times in your lives that you're having an extra burden of work, and this is one of them for some Taurus. And then other times maybe you got things a little easier where it's more of a normal schedule. Some of you might be working at 2 jobs or just working long hours at your job. Some of you might be going to school and working at the same time. So it just, sometimes you just feel overwhelmed. Like, how are you going to keep going on? But even if those thoughts even briefly enter your mind, it's like, you know, you're not going to quit. You know, you're just going to keep going. You know, you're going to get there. It's like, I get a lot of inner strength here. So, but try to give yourself a break. Try to kind of spread the work around. Maybe if you've got others who can help out a little bit here and there. Okay, and then the next card we have is the Page of Swords. And the swords relate to the air signs of Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Page of Swords. Now this can represent a young person in their 20s also that could be around you. But what I'm getting from this card a lot is someone who's got a little bit of a lot of times this can relate to somebody who's being petty, maybe gossiping. Somebody might be talking behind your back or being kind of sarcastic with you, or just not very honest. That's what I'm getting here for a number of you Taurus. And I feel like for those of you who have this person around you, there's a good chance you already know how they are, or you've got your suspicions. And it is always really good to listen to your feelings about people. But I do feel like this person could be somebody in your workplace, might be somebody in the family or extended family, friends, even a neighbor. But I feel like they tend to act like they really got it going, everything together, act like they're confident and they've got everything the way they want it and they're doing well. But I do get a sense of jealousy from this person towards you. Somehow they've got some kind of little jealousy things going on. I feel like there's always somebody they're jealous of. That's what I feel like. This person's very insecure deep down, and I feel like they tend to get fixated on different people that they start feeling really jealous towards. And right now, some of you Taurus, this person is fixated on you, that they're jealous of you for some reason. And I don't feel like you do anything in particular to get them stirred up or anything. I feel like they just look at you like either you're better looking than them. Maybe you're doing better in your job. Maybe you have a better job, or whatever it is. Maybe you dress better than they do. Whatever it is, they perceive that you're better off and they don't like it and they resent you for it. And so they want to make you into someone who's not that nice of a person when they're gossiping behind your back or something. But I feel like they're very capable of just lying, right out telling lies, or maybe taking some little small detail about you and twisting it around and making it into something negative. But I feel like you kind of recognize this person and you don't take them very seriously, whoever this applies to. It's always so good to listen to your feelings if you're around somebody or after you've been around them and you get a kind of uncomfortable feeling under your skin. That's a red flag. Pay attention to those feelings. That's probably, if you know who this is and you get kind of a little negative feeling about them, that's because they're having all these little resentments and jealousy towards you, even if they're smiling in your face and acting like they're friendly towards you. It's not sincere. Okay, but they can't do anything other than be petty and go behind your back and maintain their little jealousies and resentments. I mean, they're kind of going in circles. That's how they live. It's always somebody they've got some kind of jealousy towards. Okay, last card we have is the Six of Cups. And the cups are relating to the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, but they're also relating to feelings and romance and love and emotions. And the Six of Cups is talking about, for some of you Taurus, by the end of October, you've got someone coming back into your life that was around you in the past. And it's a happy reunion of some sort. Now, some of you, it might be an old friend or a relative that you get to visit with that you haven't seen in a long time. For others, it might be more on the romantic level, someone that you've been apart from, and now you're around each other again. I feel like for someone I'm tuning into, there might be contact that was made between the two of you to make plans to get together and see each other again, because it's been a good while since you've been around each other or talked or whatever. And I'm feeling romance in the air. I'm feeling something just affectionate and nice between you. So now for others of you Taurus, this Six of Cups card can relate to something else coming back your way in the way of making money. It may have been some type of work you did in the past, whether you're self-employed or work for others. You might have a new opportunity to revive that. Whatever it was, it's like you made good money, you enjoyed yourself, you liked the people you were working around, and for whatever reason, maybe it phased out or died off or something, and now it comes back to life again, and it feels really good, like you really have a good chance of it continuing on to bring you a lot more happiness and prosperity this time around. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of good energy from this card, both on the romantic level for some of you, and with regard to just some type of business, some type of work. Some of you might make something. I'm feeling creative people. Some of you might be very creatively oriented, where you do some kind of artwork or some kind of creative endeavor, something you make or produce in some way that maybe maybe you've been working at it little by little over the years, and then it just starts to burst out and start doing a lot better for you all of a sudden, kind of like a flower just blooms all of a sudden. I'm getting that for someone. Might be might be a few of you. Yeah, and then others, some nice, happy relationship situations coming back to you. And then there's this kitty. He or she is always looking at me. Look at those eyes. That cat is always looking at me like they're reading my mind or want me to read their mind. Look at that intensity. And of all times, look at this. This is October. Last card of October. What's that? Halloween. End of the month, the kitty shows up right there. It's almost like, I don't know, it's like the kitty planned it. That kitty's always talking to me or looking at me. It's just such a gaze, very intense. Okay. Now this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And what I want to do now is pick one card from the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. So I'm going to shuffle these up a little bit. And if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. If you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. And feel free to leave your comments, and be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And I have to apologize to you, Taurus, for the month of September. I did not get to do yours. Yours was going to be next in line, and the days were going by, and I was so busy. And so finally, I thought it's just too late to do September. I'll just go into the October ones. And the ones that didn't get done in September, I'll start with those and work through those first, so they get their October videos first, and then I'll continue on with the others. So you were first in line because you were going to be the next one for September that didn't get done. But October is looking pretty good, though. Okay, so what's the message for Taurus for October 2018? Taurus. What's the message for Taurus for October 2018? Taurus, October 2018. What's the message for Taurus for October 2018? Taurus, October 2018. And one more shuffle, and then I'll fan them out and pick a card. Okay. Okay, let me fan these out. Okay. This one says 7 of Winter. There is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. Okay, I don't know what this is relating to for some of you. Some of you might feel there's some confusion in a situation, possibly relating back to the Hanged Man here. There is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So for those of you this applies to, I think the advice of this card would be to look at things as objectively as you can, so you can get the right answers for you that are good for you. Okay. And then I'm going to pick one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, so what's the message for Taurus for October 2018 for Taurus? What's the message for Taurus for October 2018? Taurus. What's the message for Taurus for October 2018? Taurus. What's the message for Taurus for October 2018? One more shuffle and I'll fan them out. Okay, what's the message for Taurus for October 2018? I'm going to fan these out. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay. All right, this is card number 11. Make a decision. Okay, it's sounding like some Tauruses really need to weigh their options and make a decision in October. Look at this gorgeous imagery in this card. I just love all the images. I hope you can see it clear. Oh, I see a kitty up in the upper right corner, like a oh, what is that? Is that a leopard or one of the other kitties? I'm not sure. This is so beautiful. I just love the imagery so much. The more you look at them, the more you see. Okay, and I'm going to look up the message on this one. Number 11, make a decision. Let me look this up. Okay, 11. Make a decision. Your sheer determination is highlighted at this time. Your spirit will support your desires and manifestations. The ability to create or destroy has always been within your skill base. You have the wisdom and confidence needed to use these skills constructively. Now is the time to act if you know what it is you want to accomplish and why. Since the powers of transformation are at your command, change your desires into objectives, your thoughts into actions, your goals into achievements. If you have recently met with failure, know you can change that failure into success. The only limits you have are those you impose on yourself. I love that message. That's a really good message and very true. I feel like that's a great message with this reading today. I really do. Okay, last but not least, I'm pulling one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, what's the message for Taurus for October 2018? What's the message for Taurus for October 2018? Taurus. October 2018. What's the message for Taurus for October 2018? October 2018 for Taurus. Okay, I'm going to fan these out. And pick a card here. Okay. This is Angel Maya. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. I like that. Okay, that's Angel Maya. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Wonderful message. I think you got some good messages and good cards in here for October. And even the kitty showed up for Halloween just in time. So, okay, Taurus, I hope you like your reading. Be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. If you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. Be checking for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. So have a great October, Taurus, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you for watching my video.